We're gonna have them start making their way that way. All right. Oh, and by the way, as an undead, as a true undead, I have no, I don't get fatigued anymore. So that's one of the benefits for having a full undead, you know, having Delamere and Staunton and all them. Is you never have to stop and rest. The only time you'd have to stop is to regain spells. That's it. All right. But everyone else is fully exhausted here, so let's go ahead and rest. Looks good. Let's do it. Oh wait, we wanted to see is there something better that we can be making? Like Demon Slayer soup? Huh? Wow. +3 cooking bonus to attack and damage rolls, all skill checks and saving throws for a day. That sounds... And I get a 50-50 shot? Because it's a DC 33. Yeah, let's do it. Yep.
I say, I do believe your bleaching has progressed since yesterday. As your healer, I'm prescribing a trip to the nearest brothel. The experience will add at least 10 years to your life.
Naked people are of no interest to me. People faking desire for me, even less so.
Fair enough. Hey, we got the Demon Slayer soup. Okay. Save it. God, I hope we don't screw this up. Well, I guess we'll just have to reload, won't we? Okay. Get on the horse. Come on. Select all. There we go. Okay, we're not going that way yet.
Trail me.
I guess there's nothing over here. But down here. No.
I sense something.
Thank God we found something. Wow. Okay. I mean, keen dagger +1, really? 50 diamond dust, though. We'll take that.
What's in wait for me there, I wonder?
𝐂𝐴TR plays his role perfectly. He stands before the improvised place of execution, formidable and emotionless, like the living embodiment of inescapable retribution. Commander, I am glad to see that you held up your end of the deal. The Mendav Inquisition thanks you. We will take custody of the criminal now.
My, what a curious installation.
Count Arundi, the Mendav Inquisition finds you guilty of treason, criminal links to demonic cults, orchestrating the murders of several of this country's citizens, who were killed and decapitated by you or your accomplices in 𝐂𝐴TR and a range of other places. I, 𝐂𝐴TR Hawkblade, Inquisitor and Exterminator of the demonic blight by the grace of the Inheritor, have been authorized to carry out the sentence. Death by fire. With the permission of the Commander, we will begin.
Darren darts a glance at you, seemingly lost for words. Jesus, 53? Holy shit. I guess my bluff is on point, huh? Damn, did you really think I would agree to tolerate you forever? Miserable excuse for a man that you are. I'll enjoy watching you roast at the stake. Don't disappoint me now. Scream as loud as you can. I'm going to go with the bluff. I never really cared about you. I'll hand you over to the Inquisition without a second thought. The Inquisitor, who seems to be listening to something only he can sense, gives you a subtle nod. It appears everything is going as planned. The rest of your companions exchange bewildered glances but keep watching without a word, understanding that something unusual is about to happen. Darren seems shaken by your words. He looks away for a moment, then asks with feigned glee, "Burned at the stake, A trifle old-fashioned. Thought you'd offer something a little more sophisticated for your noble clientele, but what interests me most is in your role in all of this, Draco." My role? I was the one who reached out to the Inquisition and asked them to investigate you. Like a fool, you followed me, yet all the while I knew I would soon throw you at the church's slavering hounds. You're an arrogant, pompous brat who thinks too highly of himself. Been watching you and dreaming of making you die a lonely, humiliating death. Man, that is just brutal. I'm going to go with the bluff. Theodore's face expresses undisguised approval. He shifts his stance, readying himself to fight. Anger flares up in Daeron's eyes, but he immediately hides it behind a mask of indifference. Such a highly, highly commendable act by such a truly, truly decent person. Wouldn't you agree, Commander? Theodore stands motionless like a statue. He stares at you expectantly, as if asking your permission to continue. You are not my friend or my ally. You're just a bargaining chip. I'll have forgotten you entirely by the time the first of your blackened ashes are carried off by the winds of the whirlwind. You've mocked and hurt others your entire life. Now it's your turn. Take your place at the stake and endure the agonizing death you deserve. Ooh. I see no point in going along with this drama any longer. Darren's voice drips with venom, the most contemptuous smile imaginable flashing on his lips. I have no desire to entertain you or your friend, Commander. Feel free to do what you have planned. I hope that your attempt to rid the world of Daeron Arendae will not lead to any unforeseen incidents. With a blank face, the Inquisitor raises a torch. Let justice be served. There's a palpable shift in the surroundings. Everything seems to tremble, like in the moment before a thunderstorm. There are no bolts of lightning or rolls of thunder, but the sensation of some malicious presence, enraged and bewildered, rings through the air. We did it, Commander. It's coming. Right into our trap. A scream of a dozen voices, soundless but powerful, drills into your ears and resounds over the land. The ritual circle drawn by the Inquisitor flares to life.
I won't let you hurt my friends.
All right, game on.
Burn! Slice! Behead!
A sudden silence falls over the battlefield. It's accompanied by the sensation of sinking into deep water, slowly and inevitably. The surface grows further and further away. The darkness grows deeper and deeper around you, and below is nothing but bottomless black. Voices sound inside your head. No, not voices. Images, ideas. Deal. The blackness seems to extend its hand, a vague extremity, an open palm. Deal. Let go. Let go of us. An agonizing yearning for freedom grows through you, piercing your entire self. It comes from without, but you can feel it in it as your own. Reward. You get reward. Power. Away. We will go away. The old door is closing. We will step back. A picture of Daeron's severed head, dripping with blood, appears before your eyes, looking eerily real. What are you?
A stream of feelings and images crashes upon your mind. They cannot be described in any language you know. You can only sense the general shape of them, the direction, the aftertaste. Space, void, death, infinity, journey, escape. Hunger. Over and over, hunger.
What do you want?
Secret. Keep the secret. Door. Close the door. A desperate desire to break free from the trap and escape lances through your mind and heart.
This is gonna be the interesting one. Okay, I refuse, you will die. The feeling of sinking into the depths is replaced by the sensation of a whirlwind roiling around you. Death, freedom, freedom, death.
I see blood. Blood!
Durin wraps his arms around himself for a moment, clutching at his shoulders. With a slightly crazed look in his eyes, he surveys the area, his gaze never resting on anything in particular. His lips move but no sound comes out. At last, the Count says, "It's over." I hope it is. The commander and I spared no effort to home in on this entity, and then to lure it into a trap. I assume now you understand the real reason behind everything we put you through, Count. I am especially proud of my overly ruthless Inquisitor speech.
I like you, sir, not so ruthless Inquisitor. 'Tis a real shame I'll have to kill you. Darren, what are you talking about? Well, Darren is speaking in a strange manner, apparently marveling at the sound of his own voice, tasting each word on his tongue. Either that or the Inquisition will grip me by the throat and finally execute me, unless they decide to lock me up in some closed facility for clerics and mages that would look suspiciously like a prison.
Leota remains calm, despite the heavy toll of combat and the threat to his life. Count, you are without a doubt guilty of being in contact with a vile entity from the beyond and of concealing signs of its presence in Mendef and the Crusade. That makes you an accomplice to all the crimes committed by this other, whatever it is.
Of course, Mendevian justice in all its glory. You dare to complain, criminal? You've already been shown too much leniency. Commander, he is dangerous and had no intention of repenting. He should be dealt with here and now.
It is my duty to pass your case to the Inquisition Tribunal. But I am certain that the judges will take into consideration your youth and the extreme circumstances under which you first encountered the entity, and they will treat you with leniency. I seriously doubt that the death sentence will even be raised as a possibility. But... Leota pauses. Count, can you still use your abilities as an oracle?
What? What does that have to do with...
You can, I am positive of it. I know how abilities like yours work. Unlike clerics, you do not gain your power by choice. You do not choose your destiny, you are simply chosen. The other, whatever it was, chose you. You became its gateway and thus acquired your power. Now it is dead. But this power still remains with you. This means that the gateway wasn't sealed with the death of its creator. Hence, you, Count, are an open road into the unknown, where these horrible head-collecting entities come from. You remain a threat, and this means that there is a high probability that the tribunal will decide to send you to a closed asylum, where you will remain under the church's supervision for the rest of your life.
Do I get a say in this?
I mean no disrespect, Commander, but I sincerely doubt that the Iomedean Inquisition's Mendevian Tribunal will consider favorably any arguments presented by a Lord of Death.
Good point. Do you get anything to say?
Durin licks his lips nervously. Of all those assembled here, I may know the least about these creatures and what they were trying to do to me. I was simply instructed to keep my mouth shut, otherwise, the next severed head would be my own. So I said nothing. I have been saying nothing for 10 long years. While they used me to come and go from this world as they pleased. Oh. I don't know how it works. I don't know if there is some road inside me, or where it may lead.
There must be another way to resolve this.
Another way? I am afraid there is no such way, Commander. Don't ask me to sacrifice my principles, I will never do that. The only thing I can say is that the tribunal's verdict, no matter what it will be, will most probably not be carried out as long as active hostilities continue in the Crusade. But after they are over, we will have to step in. Actually, there is another way, you can kill me right here and now. Durin chuckles, then waves his hand and rubs his eyes tiredly. I am not joking and I'm not being overdramatic. I am not going to that damned tribunal, and I am not going to any damned asylum. This life, so-called life, they have prepared for me is everything I have ever hated with a little extra on top. I will not be able to live like that. I never even want to try. I would much prefer to take one final breath as a free man, than to live decades more with a noose around my neck.
It's a good point. For someone like him, death really would be better than what awaits him after the tribunal. We'll see how this one turns out. And you expect me to be good with the little boy and come quietly, do you? What are you doing?
Durin looks at you without a hint of regret. Well, as the saying goes, I have just taken my destiny into my own hands. And I must admit, it feels absolutely fantastic. After all those years living under the tyranny of foul creatures that used me as a door to their attic or whatever hovel they live in, I have finally made an independent decision of my own.
All right, if we're done here, let's move on. All right. For those of you that don't know, he absolutely slaughtered the Inquisitor. What a ragtag bunch we have. Hey, look at that. We leveled up, though. Yeah.
It's an odd word. Freedom.
I have so many questions for you.
Let's postpone this conversation till we are back at camp or somewhere else safe. Apologies, but I'm too exhausted now to talk about it. First, I need to convince myself that it's all over.
Why did you mention freedom?
Because it is the only thing that really matters. The only thing.
We gotta go.
You know, I must thank you for ridding me of those creatures. Bad enough that I had to rid myself of another, a creature of 𝐿𝐿𝐼 in that case. You help me and tolerate me, and that is more care than anyone else has ever shown me. I'm not sure that you give a damn about my gratitude, but I am grateful nevertheless.
Wow, that's like the most humility that we've heard from him the entire time. All right. And there we go. Okay. We're done here. Let's get out. Let's go. Okay. So let's go check out this. Yep. Save.
Let's have some fun.
Dust falls from the rotting ruins.
I'm glad I was useful to you.
And dinosaur bones.
This way.
It's a pretty big size map here.
Let's shake a leg.
defend my dream.
Spell didn't work.
Something is not right here.
Wherever my legs carry me. Out of my sight!
Stop, stranger. Stay your hand. I remember everything. Don't kill me. I'm already dead. Know that my name is Arany of Neverrun, the dead heir to a dead clan of a dead nation. I perished on the day of my wedding, stranger. I have nothing left. The only thing now holding my bones, this accursed land, is my hunger for vengeance. I know that my beloved 𝐂𝐴𝐿din, who was unable to be joined with in life, is here somewhere. He suffers as I do. If I could find him, if I could see him again, even just once more. Why did you attack me? Forgive me, stranger. I mean you no harm. My clanmates and I, we are close to losing our sanity entirely. How much time has passed since the day of our deaths? 10 years? 100? 1,000? We've been wandering here for an eternity already, dreaming of vengeance and unable to find peace. Praise be to the ancestors that my reason has returned to me at least. Why do you who do you seek vengeance against? The enemy, the murderer, the invader, the demon that killed us and profaned our temple. He is still there, on the mountain, in our desecrated shrine. If only I was stronger, I'd cleave his blaspheming head from his shoulders. I cannot deal with him on my own. I sense power in you, and even you will struggle to defeat him. I beg you. Find my 𝐂𝐿din. He is here. Like me, he cannot find peace. Call him to your aid. Together we can overpower the monster. 𝐂𝐴𝐽 has given you the gift of eternal undeath. Enjoy it. And do not remember the past. Oh. Help you. I do not serve the undead. The undead serve me. Gotta do it. Yes, master, I cannot stray far from this place of my death, but if you choose to fight the demon of the shrine, I and my beloved will come to your aid. To see the clan of my beloved, light the lantern at the entrance to the shrine. His mind is clouded by madness like mine, but I have a way to bring him to his senses. When he sees my ring, he will lower his weapon and be under your control, just as I am.
Forwards! No, backwards. Backwards!
I think I did it.
Cool, I suppose. That's the ancient temple. Is that where we're supposed to be going? Let's go down here really quick. Make sure we didn't miss anything over here. Or we could take out the ghostly barbarian. I can't select Darren. Oh my god. Okay. So I'm going to have to restart the game here. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's save. Actually, we'll do a hard save. Save game. Save. I'm going to have to restart. So I will be back after the restart because, well, the game is running a little laggy. So we'll figure it out next time. Until next time, you take care of yourselves out there. This is Draco Invictus saying this has been the best day of my life. See ya!